What's going on YouTube? Justin the Animal here for another video of how to. And in today's video I'm going to show you how to perform a sumo squat. Okay, I'm going to show you two variations, one with the kettlebell and the other one with a dumbbell. Okay, first starting off with the kettlebell, very simple. You're going to go ahead and spread your legs out. Your toes are going to be pointed outward. Okay, very important. You're going to grab onto the kettlebell on the top part of the ring with your arm straight, overhand grip, such as this. Now, you're going to use your toes as a guide for your knees, okay? So if my toes are pointed outward, my knees need to be pushed outward, okay? So keeping the core nice and tight, taking a deep breath in. You're going to go ahead, squat down, push those knees out, keeping the chest up. Come back up and breathe out, okay? Very simple. I'm going to show you again. Breathe in, keep the core tight. Squat down, knees push out, come back up, and breathing out, okay? Now, on the dumbbell variation, the position is going to be very similar, okay? You're still going to have your toes pointed out, legs spread out past shoulder width apart, okay? There's actually two ways to grab onto the dumbbell if you're using one dumbbell, okay? One would just be grabbing it from one side of the head. So, you're going to have your hands grab on, nice and firm on the top head. That's the head that's facing you. Okay? And in this position, just like you do with the kettlebell, you're going to go ahead and push your knees out. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming up. Remember, breathe in, keep the core tight, down. Come back up, and breathe out. Okay? Now, because sometimes, depending on the dumbbell you're using, sometimes the dumbbells could be a little too big and it can limit your range of motion. If that's the case, you could do another variation, which in this case, you'll leave the dumbbell flat out, just like this. You could clasp your fingers together or put one hand on top of the other and grab on to the dumbbell like this. Now, this becomes a little bit of a game changer because you could go a little deeper. And breathing out. Just like that. I'm going to show you the side view for both the dumbbell and the kettlebell, okay? Since I already have the dumbbell, we're going to show you the dumbbell real quick. Again, you could do two hands, clasp, just like this, right? With the dumbbell flat. Coming down, chest up. Breathing out, coming up. If you want to target a little bit more of your glutes, you could always hinge at the hips. So pushing the butt back just a little bit, but not bending the spine. So again, butt back a little bit, come down, breathe out. You'll also notice that I'm not locking my legs, okay? I'm always going to keep a slight bent, just like that, so I can protect my knees as I'm performing this exercise. Down. Up. Again, you could do it this way, but just keep in mind that I could limit your range of motion depending on how heavy the dumbbell is. Okay, and then the side view for the kettlebell. Top ring, right? Toes out, chest up. Breathe in. Core tight. You want a little bit more of your glutes? No problem. Hinge a little bit. Just like that. Okay? Now, let me show you something that some people kind of make mistakes on when it comes to sumo squats. Okay? One, using your back too much. I'm going to give you the side view for this one. Okay? You'll sometimes see people do a little bit more like this. And at that point, I'm just stressing my lower back. And in the long run, I'm just going to hurt myself. You're not doing yourself any favor that way. Use your legs, okay? Number two, just like I mentioned earlier, with your toes pointed outward, you're using your toes as a guide, right? So if my toes are out, my knees need to be pushed out, not caving in. So sometimes people have the tendency to come more like this. And again, that's not having your joints aligned, that's not having your joints stacked. And because of that, it could also irritate the knees, okay? So we're not trying to buckle our knees in. There's a reason why we have our toes pointed out. We got to make sure our knees track over our toes. So again, with our toes out, our knees got to be pushed out. This is where you could feel the inner thighs being worked in, okay? Just like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, do subscribe, do like the video. And of course, you can follow me for more content on my Instagram as well. See you guys.